March 24th. Having my cake and eating it too today, mainly because the shop had been busy and I missed breakfast and lunch. It's basically the first thing I'm eating. In German, this cake is called Biesting. I have no idea why. So let's move on to things I might know a little bit more about. So according to the psychologist Robert Kegan, the self develops in principle as some kind of reverse engineering of the mind. We gradually become aware that we exist, and as we go through the process of discovery, we build structures that allow us to interact with the world and ourselves. There are stages to this process which, as a developmental model, are questionable, but are useful as a philosophical framework that allows us to talk about how the mind works. The stages are, putting the cake away, reactive survival as an infant. I talked about what happened in this stage yesterday. Development of a personal self, becoming a social self, gaining rational agency, self-offering, enlightenment, and transcendence. I will use the next few days to talk about all of them in a way. Today, some thoughts to stage 2. This stage starts as soon as the game engine inside our head selected the data it liked to build our very own model of the outside world from it. So, after it trained the system, we use the same mechanisms to put ourselves into this world. Imagine Michelangelo carving David. Ask how he cut the statue from the slab of stone. Michelangelo said he simply removed everything that was not David. In other words, he found David's boundaries in the stone. And that's what we do as well. We establish where we end and the outside world starts. There is a huge difference between us and David will. Since all of this is happening inside our mind, neither the world we build nor the boundaries we establish are set in stone. They can and will change throughout our lives. We are constantly modeling and reconstructing. These stages are not like steps of a staircase that you climb. It's far more like one of those Escher pictures in which you seem to rise to a lower level just to start again. Today, for most of us, all this happens unconsciously. But we can train us to make it conscious and use it for our advantage. So think. Make a habit out of thinking. Let's turn thinking into a movement. Like, comment, share, and as always, thank you for gifting me with a few minutes of your most precious, your lifetime. And now, more cake.